Spence has the height and he's got the length. What do you do to expect a W, my friend? What are you going to do this week?
He has height, he has reach, he has the but a lot more that he's a lot more kind of big. You don't fight with either side. That's not the only thing that goes into the equation. I think he's a better boxer. Every other aspect of boxing.
Tune in, folks, March 16th, Fox Sports and PBC pay-per-view event live at Jerry World AT&T Stadium. He's the pro, I'm the schmo. We're out.
Oh, now you want my help. Now you want my help.
I know. All right. If you guys want to come over and talk to Mikey. Dave, if you want to sit down next time, that's fine. You can do that.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Mikey, do you think Spence will be surprised by the power you carry at welterweight?
I mean, I don't know if he'll be surprised. I mean, he's the bigger guy, so I'm sure he's sparring and fought some big dudes as well. I don't know about that, but I think he will be surprised at the fact that I'm not a big guy naturally, but still carry a lot of power. A lot of people underestimate the power. When they face me, they don't think it's much. They don't see my physical size, as a threat, but they feel the power once they're in the ring, and they definitely change their mind.
What was it about Spence that made you say, I want to fight this guy? I can take this guy.
He's the best. He's the best guy right now. And he's referred to as the best in the division. And if I want to make a statement, if I want to make a mark, then I gotta beat the best, and that's why I decided to go after him.
Sounds good. I like
Mikey,
that.
yeah, we're talking to Robert, and I've actually had this experience myself. But when the fight first was announced, you were clearly the underdog, and people, kind of answered questions, kind of in that light. But more recently, I've gotten a lot more, like just yesterday, Sugar Ray Leonard, we asked him, and he said, "You picked you," and we said, "Why?" He said, "Because he's Mikey." I mean, are you getting a lot more support the closer to the fight?
I think people are starting to analyze the fight a little more in depth and looking at more than just the weight and size. At first glance, that's the first thing everybody sees. The size advantage. The weight. Me moving up from 135 and remembering that I started at 126. So that's almost insane for anybody to think. It's possible for me to overcome. This next challenge. But once they start seeing, that there's a lot more to boxing. When you see the boxing IQ, the ring generalship, the footwork, the speed, the defense, all the other things that at first no one sees, they start to realize, this is a much better fight than we thought. And Mikey does have more chances than we thought, and Mikey can pull it off. And eventually, it's changing the idea and the opinions of a lot of media. But I don't really worry about people's opinions. I don't let that affect my performance at all. It's not even fuel for me. Everybody has their opinion, and that's it. I know what I got to do. I know what I'm capable of doing. I did all the work. I did all the sparring, all the training necessary to be in the best shape and to win my fight.
Will you talk to us about some of those skill set that you just mentioned, that you plan on taking advantage of come the 16th?
Look, I believe I'm a better fighter overall. And when it comes to footwork, I think I have better footwork.
Wow.
When it comes to speed, I think I have better speed. When it comes to defense, I have better defense. Timing, I have better timing. All these other things are what will help me win my fight. And the only thing that he has, going for him that's apparent is the size. The height, reach, weight, which is a big challenge. Mm-hmm. But I have everything to overcome that.
Okay.
You overcome all that with everything else that I just mentioned, and that's what I'm betting on. Now, I've always said I'm better than him, not by a lot, but just enough to beat him.
Okay.
He also reminds me of myself a lot in a lot of ways. The way he fights, the way he is, he does everything well. Good footwork, good speed. He controls the fight at his distance that he likes to have. a lot of the ways resemble the way I fight.
Okay.
But I still feel that I'm better in
Okay.
every one of those ways.
Okay.
You know, and that's what I'm betting.
You
Interesting.
told him that in the face-off thing. Did you see any reaction from him? Did he, I don't know, was
No, we had a face-off, discussion, conversation, and we both showed a lot of respect to each other. I told him he does remind me of myself a lot, but I'm better in every way. But then he answered that he has the confidence that he has a lot more than just size going for him. He can also box. He can also use his footwork if he has. He can also move around and box, and so he also understands that there's a lot more to boxing, to winning than just strength and size. And if he believes he has more than that, he's probably going to try to do that and show me that he's much more than just a strong guy walking forward. I showed him respect. He showed me respect. He has confidence in his boxing. I have confidence in my boxing. That's just, I keep telling people that's a recipe for a great fight.
Mikey, when you first announced it, did you envision by at this point you'll be the favorite or 50-50? Or did you think they'll still doubt you?
I don't pay attention to it. I know, like I said, at first, glance everybody would, pick him. But, things are starting to change a little more and more, and people are giving me more chances now than before. But I still don't feel that I would ever be the favorite because he is a great champion at his natural weight. That's something to really consider. When you're picking sides, and everybody seems to go in his direction, and that's totally fine. I have no problem with that.
Mikey, during that.
I know you're a first division champion. Is there anything that people don't give you credit for? Do you do in the ring? Do you think like you do very well?
I win my fights, and I make it easy for myself. I want to make it as easy as possible. I need to make the fight easiest for me, but that doesn't mean that I don't get enough credit. I think this fight would give me more credit because I'm challenging something so much bigger than ever. Where no one is really ever going to give me a chance, and a victory over Spence would definitely give me that recognition.
During that face-off, and there's been weigh-ins too, where once it's near fight time, you seem to change a little. You lower your brow at him. You told Spence to his face, "I'm gonna beat you in a couple." Where does that come from? That fire? Who's that Mikey Garcia?
The mindset changes. When you first meet someone 6 months before the fight, you're in a different mindset. Now we're only at that face-off. We were only a few weeks away. Less than a month away, and so the mindset changes, the mentality. Your approach is different. You're deep in training. You're sparring. You know what's coming in a few weeks. So that attitude changes. And that's just the way it is. Same thing with the weigh-in. Now we're only a couple hours away. It's just the way it is. But I'm always, at least I'm always aware of everything as far as being respectful to him, because I know what I'm also facing. I know I ain't facing no mom. He's undefeated world champion. One of the best pound-for-pound fighters. That's something to really admire also. And although I have all the confidence, he has all the confidence. We're both showing respect to one another.
You know what Richard told me before? That your next opponent, you know who he said?
Who's that?
Wiley.
I'm not going to be part of it.
We don't know who the next opponent might be.
Well, how were the ab workouts, being that you hadn't really done much of that before?
Everybody asks about that. It's true. I hardly ever do any core trainer or any ab work. I have in the past for other fights, but I'm talking about 5-6 years ago maybe. It's been a long time. So for this fight, we did have to introduce it again and adjust the training a little bit. We are, like I said, we're moving up in weight. Everybody gets surprised that I'm going to do abs or that I'm working differently. Well, shit, if I'm up in weight, I better do something.
Right, yeah.
It's part of the training, to move up in weight. We have to change training a little bit. That's why we did. We went to snack and get the content, and we worked well. And we kept some of that same routine here in the gym. I don't expect to be physically bigger. I don't expect to be this monster all of a sudden. No.
You're not ripped? You don't have the summer bod going right now?
I'm just gonna be a little bit bigger so that I can be at a welterweight. So I can also take those punches, and I can get that size required to fight at welterweight. But I don't want to lose my speed. I don't want to lose my reaction time. I don't want to lose my explosiveness, which a lot of times other fighters do. They bulk up way too much. They gain too much muscle, and then they become slow and sluggish. I don't want to do that.
Robert
Have you
also.
felt your physical difference when you're sparring kind of these bigger guys? Have you felt like, you know, I can put a little more weight on these guys, I can, you know, things like that?
I felt the same, but you see the results. You know, so I feel the same. Honestly, I'll tell you, I feel the same myself every other time. But you see the results, and that's when you realize that, you know, this work has to work. You know, the type of work that I'm doing is actually there. The results are there. When you see the numbers, you know, that the blood exam, the test, all that, you know, they test for everything, and you see the results. You see the improvements. When you see the sparring sessions, you know, and I'm sparring much bigger guys, but if it wasn't for the size, apparent size disadvantages and changes, you wouldn't tell who's a stronger guy. You know, I'm holding my own against some very, very big men, and they will tell you too that, you know, the power's there. So I see that. I feel the same, but then I see it in the ring, and that's what tells me, gives me the confidence that I'm ready as I could ever be.
Mikey, you also said after that face-off that at first Errol was saying it's going to be an easy night, or it's going to be a short night. And then by the end, he was saying it could be. And just like people are saying, as the fight's getting closer, people are analyzing it more and seeing it more your way. Do you see any change in Spence's confidence as the fight got closer?
I don't know if it was maybe just you know, wrong choice of words for him to use, or maybe he just, you know, messed up and didn't really understand what he was saying himself. I don't know. But at first he was saying that it was gonna be a quick night. You know, that it was gonna be a quick night. Then, you know, a few words later, a few conversations later, and he's saying, you know, if I catch you, it'll be a short night. If I catch you, you know, so I reminded him, okay, now you're changing your words. You know, at first you said you will catch me, you will make this a short night. Now you're maybe, you know, double guessing, you know, second guessing yourself, saying if she catches. That's not quite the same.
You got a direct message for Errol Spence?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, kind of message. I got nothing.
Is it possible though that maybe like a lot of us, he was underestimating you, and now that the fight's coming closer, he realizes it's not going to be so easy?
Maybe at first, you know, he didn't even take me serious because he said, you know, it's too small, you know, 135 is never going to happen. But then as, you know, things progress, and maybe now, you know, maybe looking at videos, you know, stuff like that, analyzing fights, maybe he realizes that it's not going to be as easy as he maybe once thought. You guys ask him.
But how are you going to counter the body attack? He might right there with Canelo and other guys as one of the best body
He's got
punchers.
great body attack. He's got great body punches, especially with that left hand of his. He's really in a way mastered, you know, how to throw that left hand. Very deadly. But like I said, I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to win. I'm prepared to do everything, you know, to hold my own and defend and, you know, fight back. I mean, you guys are all gonna be very surprised when you guys see me in the ring and you know, see how effective I am. That's what I'm really excited for, to show everybody, you know, that I'm much more than you guys have ever expected and ever imagined.
Because Robert was saying you're not just going to box, you're probably going to pick a few moments to really bang with him and make a statement.
The fight can go in many different ways, you know. I mean, I gotta be prepared. I gotta be prepared to do whatever it takes to win. You know, if that means I box 12 rounds, then I box 12 rounds. If that means we have to brawl for a few rounds or for the entire night, I'll be ready to do that also. I mean, we're prepared to do whatever it takes. You know, we did all the training here. We did all the sparring here. And there was days where I was throwing, where I was pushing my opponents back, you know, just to be in shape for that. There's days where I was boxing on the outside, beautifully, just boxing, counterpunching, using my speed, my ped movement, defense. You know, so I'll be ready to box that way. There's days where I was mixing it up. A few rounds of this, a few rounds of that. I'm ready to do whatever it takes. You know, I think everybody would just be surprised at how well I fight and how well I make this, you know, go my way.
In your training,
Once you started, Canelo's talking about moving up to 175 and fighting Kovalev. On like he's on his like Mikey Garcia right now. Well, I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, everybody has their own agenda, their own goals. I just sent them. If others want to stay at one weight class or 2 weight classes at most and come checking there for long range, that's great too. There's no need to be moving up in weight so much. You know, all of a sudden people maybe want to move up in weight. I don't think that has anything to do with me. I mean, a lot of fighters have done it. I think a big trend started with Manny Pacquiao moving in so many weight classes, and other reporters or analysts won't give credit to a certain fighter unless he moves looking weight, because they compare everything to Manny Pacquiao or De La Hoya or the Mayweathers that did it. Not everybody does that. And back in time, it was almost impossible for anybody to move up so many weight classes. You know, but it was very, very well accepted when a fighter would reign champion in one weight class for a long period of time. You know, defending his title constantly. That was fun and very impressive. Now it seems like the media sometimes doesn't give enough credit to a champion unless he moves up in weight. Well, maybe he just doesn't need to move up in weight. Maybe he just can't move up in weight. The reason why I'm doing it is because I want to show everyone I'm a fucking badass.
There it goes.
That's what I'm doing. You know?
It took you 15 minutes to say that.
Than you ever expected. There's a lot more into my game than you ever thought. You know, and in order for me to do it, in order for me to show you that, I need to take on this challenge. I need to show you guys, you know, what I can do against a top guy like Errol Spence. If I fight anybody else, you guys won't give me enough credit, and I won't deserve the credit because I'm beating someone that should have been in the ring. Fighting someone like Errol Spence, and I'm going to be the champion. That's what's going to be right.
That's admirable.
You sound like you can't wait for the post-fight press conference to look at everyone in the face. Like I told you.
It's just one of those fights that doesn't come often, you know, doesn't come around often. And to achieve what I want, I need this kind of fight, you know. Like I remind people, you know, yeah, we started at 126. I had my fights there, 26 champion, 30 champion. Currently, you know, lightweight, with champion at super lightweight. You know, you go back last year, I fought Lipinets at 140. You know, an undefeated champion. Then I came down to unify at 135 against Robert Easter, another undefeated champion. And now I'm going up all the way to welterweight to fight another undefeated champion. There's 3 undefeated champions back to back in 3 separate different categories. You know, who else is doing that? So that's the kind of stuff I'm doing. And then you go back to Dijon, he was also undefeated, you know. And when I beat Salido, he was number 1 in the division. He had losses, but he was number 1 in the division. You know, I mean, that's the fighter that I am. I want to fight the best. You know, and if I don't do that, then I won't get the credit, or I won't get where I want to be. You know, what good is a title if people won't remember you?
That's very admirable. I think it's very commendable. Going, the fight is next week. We got a week and a half until the fight. What's your schedule like? Are you still training? Are you training all the way up until Wednesday before the fight? What is your schedule like leading up to the fight?
We're still training. We're actually still sparring this week, a couple of rounds. We did 10 rounds yesterday. I don't know what my brother has in store for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday for sparring. We're still sparring. Next week we will still work out, but we won't be doing any more sparring, of course. What we will do is focus on just keeping the speed, keeping the reaction, the agility that we're going to use. Probably work out all the way till Thursday. Maybe even have a light workout on Friday just to stretch out.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that I'm not tight, that
Sure.
I'm not sluggish and slow. We tend to rest too much, you know, the muscles, you know.
Relax. Get too relaxed. Is the training, is the schedule, is that on your brother, or do you guys talk about it? Do you guys come to agreement on that?
Come to an agreement. You know,
Okay.
we ask him how I feel.
Okay.
And he has a schedule mapped out.
Okay.
My dad, they map out the weeks, the days, you know,
Okay.
ahead of time.
Okay.
But then we try to hit that every single time. Unless I feel a little different, or if I happen to get a little tired from the sparring one
Sure.
day, then we might adjust, you know, the next day. But
Got it.
we talk a lot every day. We try to hit, like I said, those targets. But if anything is not where I want to be,
Right.
then we make some adjustments. But
Got it.
We'll still be working out.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Looking forward to, just lastly, are you looking forward to not having to make weight? You know what I mean? Like you gotta eat kind of that morning, you know, like things like that. Like is that something you're kind of looking forward to?
We wanted to gain weight in the right way so that I could be, you know, like I said, a better size for welterweight. It is a lot easier than fighting at 135 or any other weight class where I'm not focusing on cutting weight. Other times, you know, weeks ahead of time, you start to cut the weight and little by little, you know, change the eating portion size and all this. Now I really don't have to do that. It makes things easier. I'm focused on the fight and not the weight. You know, whereas other times you gotta focus on the weight first, you know, before you focus on the fight. So that does make things easier. I'm pretty happy with things like that. You know, we're enjoying, you know, good meals. You know, healthy meals, but good portions. That's what I'm saying. I don't have to worry about the weight cut. I'll be good. I'm happy with you. I'm excited. You're happy and well placed. Nothing else can change that. Nothing else can bother you. You're only going to perform better.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Eating steaks? There you go.